Alright, greetings, salutations, good day and hi, yous guys and gals, and welcome back to the VTuber Racing Project. It's been a week since our last go around with the rounds 2 and 3 of the VGTC. It's been quite a long while, hasn't it? Finally back here as we get set to begin CorpoCar Season 6. That's right, we're gonna begin 20 races, 10 West races and 10 East races, involving 49 VTubers each to join about a dozen or so who have already advanced to Worlds in December. It's all in all, it's 111 VTubers from 11 different agencies: Kawaii, Idol Corp, Pixel, VTRP, vReverie, VNU, vFormeri, Specialite, Globy, Mythos HQ, and vAllure. And they're hoping to win that gold star after all is said and done, after we conclude Worlds in December. So, you know who I am. I'm Dag. I'm a piggy. And I'm your porcine play-by-play commentator. So we were supposed to begin Season 6 like last Friday night, but I ended up getting sick a couple days prior. Yeah, no good, so couldn't stream in my condition. But I'm all better again, so we're starting the racing just about now. Alright, let's get to the game screen. Now the first thing you see here is you'll see Nene's car, Nene Amano. Now, I have a Nene Amano's car up because for no reason at all, I decided to make different car liveries to feature here. So 4 new liveries along with her default livery. For this stream, you'll just see her default livery. But in later CorpoCar streams, you'll see what livery the car is sporting. Anyway. Placeholder car. Alright. And here with the first round of West. Short races, 15 to 20 minutes. 15-minute time limit, actually. 36 drivers, and we're gonna highlight the cars from West and to make sure I am using the right car. NOLA Motorsport Park in somewhere in Louisiana, Avondale, Louisiana. 2.67 miles, 14 turns. 49 drivers in West, making up members of Kawaii, Idol Corp, VTRP, vFormeri, Specialite, and vAllure. And in East we'll have Pixel, vReverie, VNU, Specialite, Globy, and Mythos. But that's not until later tonight. First we're gonna do a couple of West rounds. Starting off at NOLA. So, I make sure it's 49, so I can top of red. Load. Alright, as per usual, we will need to set a grid of 36 drivers. Obviously, a certain someone must show up for each race. Grid. Alright, no need for these, because we need just 36 cars. All right. Well, of all the drivers to get pulled in the opening race of West, it's gotta be Strawny Cuddles of all drivers. Yes, the Scottish Strawny. Yeah, for some reason, Veerler is in CorpoCar. Because why the hell not? Next we have from Idle ES, Ruby Runeheart. From the Formalized 3rd Gen, we have Ren Kanashibari and Yumi the Witch. Next is Tomoe and Icy Snowpaws. Yeesh, quite a bunch of Veelers in the first 5 rows. Yayugiri, Mercy, Modiste, and Imi Biso. If I botch up the names, then I apologize. Feel free to correct me in the chat. Sharzu, Anya, and the adorable Irie. Mamie, Alias Onono, and Meka05. Now, some Idol members will be competing in West, but they are dropping out of Idol Corp in November to become Indie, so they won't compete in Worlds if they're otherwise qualified. Isla, Shiicho, and Kaya, a few quiet members. Miu, Hiyori, and Lua. Welcome back to CorpoCar, the one and only Chika Fuji Lisa! Followed by Taiga Toragami and Letha Bonapucci. Lullabelle, Lullaby, Shibi Cotton Bum, Utahime, and Mochizuki. The aforementioned Nana Amano was in, followed by Kai Sakota and Serena Maiko. Dr. Nova in all capital letters, open parenthesis, E, close parenthesis. Poco Azura Dule. Victoria Valerie, Mona Monet, and Rin Penrose. Great, everyone's in. That's all 37 cars, and we're going to do standing starts for the Road and Street races. Opening round here at NOLA. 15-minute time limit. Let's see what crazy things occur here as I make sure I got my buttons correct. All right. Excuse me. So let's go. Let's have fun. All right, here we go. Here come the red lights and all 36 cars graded up, ready to go. It's CorpoCar Season 6. We are underway here from NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. Opening round of CorpoCar West. Very good start by Ruby Runeheart. Good slow to start by Strawny. Yumi the Witch, side by side with Strawny. Someone lost a front wing. On to these turns now. as cars push and bump for position. Yumi followed by Strani and two V4 Mirai members vying for third. Whoa, careful. Yumi goes ahead. Look how far ahead Ruby Runehart is of Idle ES, the Spanish-speaking gen of Idle Corp, which recently announced an integration into Brave Group, which also has, for some reason, V4 Mirai. After one lap, it's Ruby followed by Strani and Yumi the Witch, RBY, Red Blue Yellow, Stir, String, and YTW, which stands for Yumi the Witch, duh. A few drivers having to pit. Yeesh, Lisa, in her return to CorpoCar action, driving a different car than what she used in previous series. Way down there in 32nd. And Vicky has no real win lap. Did I mention Wheeler is for some reason CorpoCar? I mean, yeah. To make things easy for all of us, West, East, and World all have the same point scheme. Top 30 score, 100 points for a win, 1 point for 30th, nada for all positions below, and bonus points if you're in pole. And I don't even know how to calculate fastest lap, at least in rFactor 1. I can do so in Assetto Corsa, but this obviously isn't AC. Well, Ruby is starting to reach a lap car of Taiga Toragami. Vicky taking a while in pit. Three cars, one lap behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Allure members in the top 10. All 6 members of the Allure, for some reason, are in this race. And they seem viable to all score points. But it's still a bit too early to call. I mean, we have a little under 11 minutes left in this opening round. He's doing fine, I suppose. And yet Ignis, one of the new members, newer members of Idle Corp. She and the other Encore members, Lisa and Chabelle Tanya. Tanya also joining from IndyCar. All deciding to stay put in Idle Corp. Anyway, top 22 from West, top 22 from East, and the best driver from each agency group, if finishing outside of the top 22, they'll all advance to Worlds, which will take place in December. By the by, you may have heard the news from overnight about Amelia Watson. Not quite entirely, but more or less graduating from Hololive. Yeah, that news certainly comes to a shock to most everyone who has followed along in the VTuber landscape. No longer streaming after September 30th. No longer in social media. Just staying behind the scenes. But yeah, we're all gonna miss Same. I was looking forward to seeing her back again on Formula Hollow next year. There's still the AWAT team in the VGTC with the teammate driving. I just hope AWAT score well in the races at Fuji and Montreal coming up this Sunday morning. Meanwhile, a couple more lapped cars getting into the way of things. Well over the halfway point of this race, and the car is struggling. That's our other girl, Nana, in 30th. No DNFs as far as I'm concerned, but geez Louise, Lisa. Having a slow start to her CorpoCar re-debut. And she's gonna be lapped with a little under 7 minutes to go. Ruby Ruin Hearts, Strawny Cuddles, Ram Kanashibari, your top 3-ish. By the by, I could make whatchamacallits spotter guide for all cars, but there's 111 members in the roster. That's a bit much to ask for. I'll probably just wait until Worlds. Anyway, a bit of a blooper involving Tomoe Carmine going into the rear of some car, probably Emmy's, and making a mistake in response. Like the candy cane rear wing color scheme for Mercy Modiste, fellas? Strawny down to 6th, yikes. So a couple of V4MRI members in 2 and 3. While Ruby has basically led throughout the entire first 10 minutes of this race. Oh great, it's that song coming up in the background. Anyway, how are the others doing? Just fine. It's just It's just early on in the series. Nothing too special. Anyway, a few drivers from Idle EN about to tap out include Rin, Penrose, and whoever Meka 05 is. What the hell is going on here? Don't harm Miyu like that! That is just rude. A little under 4 minutes left. So, Mika, and then Rin, and then I'm pretty sure Kata is one of them. Fuyo is one of them, and I forgot who the fifth one is. Oh, look it up. Let's see. Oh yeah, Kata, Juna, Rin, and Meka, and Fuyo are dropping out of Idle Corp in November. I don't know when in November. I'm hoping early November so I can perhaps bring Fuyo into IndyCar, like how I brought in some former CorpoCar world champions from the now defunct Prism project into the mix. Down to 29 in the lead lap. Amy in third. I don't know what Meka is trying to accomplish here. I believe after this lap will be the white flag for this race. Ruby Runehart is way too dominant here. Holding an over 4-second lead in her CorpoCar debut. And a bunch of drivers making their entry into CorpoCar for the first time. Wow, the lap ended up faster than expected, so perhaps one more after this, one more lap after this. We're going a bit too fast here. How's the battle between some drivers? Shiicho, Akwai in fifth, behind Strani. Oh, great, I gotta put in the CAPTCHA. Anyway, will we meet the white flag? I suppose we should do so. White flag is waved, so we'll have one more lap. So 12 laps in total. Ruby still leading. Rem second, Demi Biso third. Relatively clean racing. maybe perhaps expect a bit of chaos when we get to the oval race in Phoenix after this. But in the meantime, Ruby Runehart too dominant here at NOLA. A good start from the front row, and has led throughout the entirety of these 12 laps. And here she is to the finish to get those valuable 100 points. Ruby Runehart wins the opening round of CorpoCar West here at NOLA. Rem second. And Emmy third, because of course it's a VLR member making a podium. All right. A few more drivers to finish, and then we will be done here, and then we're going to lock in the points and then move on. Okay, for Vicky to finish. All right. Finishing positions for all involved. Jeez Louise, all VLR members scored points. That agency is certainly making their presence felt. Okay. All right, I forgot. I need to... add these. Let's try that again. Okay. We'll finish 14th for 24 points. Right. And a bonus point for Strawny, because why not? So, yeah. All VLR members are on the board early on. led by Emmy with her third place finish. Well, okay then. Let's move on. Replay luckily saved. Thank goodness. Let's update this file. And Nashibari of the former I. First oval race of the series, taking place at Phoenix. We have a 20-minute time limit, and then we are going to set the start to rolling, and then we're going to allow for 40 cars in it. To load 1 mile dogleg oval, the older layout with the start finish on the longer straight ahead section instead of just before the dogleg as it is nowadays. Did I set number of laps? I don't think I did. $50 laps. All right, let's try that again. So we can get done quickly so I don't miss the start of Koyori's stream in an hour and a half. Let's see from any of these drivers. Well, geez, a front row start for Nene, who's usually averse to racing in ovals. Tony Confetti will start off at pole. And then we have Nene, Nabina Nova, and Momo Otako. Who, for some reason, is still in idle again. Letta, Serena. Lisa, Mercy, and Tanya's in. Irene, Miki, and Roka. Yayagiri, Kai Sakoda, and Shiacho. Anya, Koa, and Mozu. Sharzu, not me. And Vicky. Iori, Taiga, and Shibi. Utahime, IC, and Kata. Meika, Tomoe, and Miyu. Ruby, Kaya, and Lalabelle. Strawny, Ram, Mono. And finally, Alias, Juna, Lua, and Aaliyah. Alright, set to go here. This is a 50-lap race. Everyone is gridded up, set to go. Let's let everyone know we're about to begin round 2 at Phoenix. Verification not required, and let's race short oval shenanigans. Man, I still have a slight cough from that sickness last week. I don't want to say that's what I contracted last week was swine flu. Anyway. Tony Confetti and Gasp Shock On and Amano. The front row for this 50-lap race. First of 3 oval races in West. And we are set to begin. Let's see what happens. Here goes absolutely nothing. We'll see how long it'll take for all the cars to get packed up in some sort of singularity. Tony, Nabi, and Letta, your top 3 after 1 lap. Nabi up to the lead. I've been going around and around and around and around and around. Sure, there's 4 more cars than usual, but still, only the top 30 will score points. Lisa failed to score her first time out in NOLA. Hoping to score points here early on, as she currently is in the top 10, maybe. Whoa, careful! Don't sandwich the cars! Between yourself and the wall. Yikes. Cody and her interesting split layouts. Up in front. And here's another car with an interesting split livery design. And Bella, oh, she's 33rd. Come on. I said don't F things up. Come on. Almost 200 miles per hour on these Lolas. 2005 Champ Car spec cars. Nana trying to overcome her fear of oval racing by going up in front of the others, but currently being threatened by Yay. On the outside, whoa! Careful there. Front 2 are Kawaii members. Top 3 are all Kawaii members. Pony just wants to be a spoil sport. Anyway, all 40 drivers are still fast, except maybe for Aaliyah, who's a bit slowish. In further bad news, Irie is currently below the top 30, and she's where she is right now. Ahead of Irie. Hawaii 1-2 currently. Three wide. Whole lot of three wide action here. Some pushing and shoving. Cars packing into each other like a singularity. Almost thought I saw a four wide between the drivers. Good golly gee willikers. Roka of Idol, right behind Nena. Also gotta watch out for Mercy. Cody speeding up going ahead of Mercy. Roka splitting from the racing line. Roka goes ahead of Nena. Two Idol Eon second gen members sandwiching Atenchi. While one of the newcomers makes her entry. Oh, very dangerous right there. Almost slipped. Nana goes back into the lead, but gotta watch out for a few others. Now it's another Idol EN Gen 2 member in Kaisai Koda. Cody breaks from the line front stretch. Speeds ahead on that turn. And now Nena has to play catch up again. And has quite a bit of catching up to do. She's outside the top 3 right now. Anya Ignis of Encore catching up here, going up into the front now. Look at all these Idol Corp members in the top 4. Idol Corp certainly with a nice racing pedigree in CorpoCar. And here we have Nena just trying her damnedest to score big on an oval, hopefully. There's another Idol Corp member in the picture, in the top 6. Man, halfway through this round, Idol members having tons of fun here in Phoenix. No one has managed to crash out yet. shockingly enough. Nana is struggling as a couple more cars are going ahead of her. Currently, Roka up in front. Idol hoping to make it 2 for 2 in race wins early on in this West campaign. But Miki Hitsugi of Specialite EN trying to be a spoil sport up to P2 now. $20 left. Miki just trying to slip her way into the lead somehow. Becomes Shi-Icho. Hi, breaking the line, but is perhaps slowing down. Some drivers up in front just playing leapfrog with each other. Mercy Modiste of Wheeler up to third. 17 to go. Lots of drivers leapfrogging and stuff. Meanwhile, how is Nene doing? Barely in the top 10 still. But 6 cars are well ahead of her. Miki doing hot still, 15 left. Couple of Kawaii members in the top 4. Charzu won at Phoenix previously, and here she is in the lead. Hoping to get another win on this track, this time in West, after winning in the Worlds like a year or so ago. A bit of 3-wide action behind Charzu. Down to 12. We already have all VLR members scoring points at NOLA. Including Emmy taking third at that track. Might VLR get a race win here? So far it's looking quite fine, maybe. Not quite as fine here as Miki and Charzu are a bit faster. Mercy back in second. Down to the last 10 laps here. Charlotte Suzu hoping to win again here in Phoenix. But being threatened by Miki and a few others. Overtakes a plenty here at this dog leg. All 40 cars are still in it. We have yet to see anyone crash. Icy is upside down, though. And she's out of the race. Out of the race. Oh, gotta watch out. There's cars coming up. Oh, this could be dangerous. Chaos in the last stages of the race. Mosey and Peachy having trouble getting into pit lane. Oh, gonna collide with Icy, and just the softest touch right there. But cars are still in the way. Oh, careful there. This could be dangerous, folks. Mosey's still having trouble getting into hits and losing ground substantially. Not too good for the reigning West Series winner. Mercy to the front. That's very bad. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's Suzu trying to chase after Mercy. Mozu's still having trouble trying to get into pit lane. Juna just now coming out, 3 to go. Oh, but Sharzu's pitting. Why now with the pit stop shuffle? Sorry. Still a bad cough from last week. I'd better grab myself a Ricola. Crash! Crash! Some BS may have occurred. Yes, we have a ton of BS. Of course, had to be on the final lap. That is just silly stuff. I don't know who's gonna win it. Okay, we have a winner. It's Yayugiri. A winner's decided. Congrats to Yay, who, for some reason, will take the victory here at Phoenix. Victoria Valerie second and Strani third? Bless me. Bless me. Thank you. Thank you. Please tell me Irie's okay. She ends up mid. She finishes mid. Thank God Almighty. And Nana will finish 1 lap behind. Well, it's doing quite hot, and she's gonna finish just outside the top 20. Chaos reigning supreme at the closing stages of this race. Now he finishes in the points. Fuck me, silly. Okay, verification not required. Strani from the start of 34th all the way to 3rd. I don't even know what to say about the ending of this race. That's just silly stuff. So, for some reason, Wheeler have themselves another podium. Lisa gets her first points in the series with a P7. And I forgot where I'm going with this mess. Chabelle gets on the board. Luigi Freeze, I'm sorry to report, gets in the top 30. Serena Maiko finishes 19th. All Idly and Encore members get points. That's good news. And these 10 drivers will get bupkis. So it took until the last lap or two for chaos to occur. All right, who finished bottom 4? So that's all 40 in, and bonus point for Coney. So after 2 rounds, points are currently led by Ie Yugiri of V4 Mirai's 2nd gen, right here. Second is Ruby Runeheart. So Ie Yugiri 134, Ruby Runeheart 130. Third is Rem Kanashibari 111. Fourth is Stronny Cuddles 106, and fifth is Victoria Valerie, wherever she is. Yoo-hoo! 75. And a few drivers get to get on the board, but maybe they'll score points in the next couple rounds. Next 2 rounds will take place for West at Hallett and Brosville. Yes, those are what the tracks are called. Anyway, I'm gonna take a moment to put up a Ricola and then pop drop, that is, and then we'll get to racing the first couple rounds of the CorpoCar East Series. So I'll be back in just a couple moments. Stay right here. Alright. Alright. Back. Alright, we're taking so long. Alright, we're gonna get to the CorpoCar East series now. So the opening round of East will be taking place at Autopolis. 4.673 kilometers, 2.904 mile circuit with more turns than you can shake your leg at. 19 all told. Currently using Super GT, Super Formula, Super Taikyu, MFJ Superbike. So there is the track. If I could find it somewhere. There we go. Standing. Time, 15 minutes. And CorpoCar East. Alright. Load. Lot of new drivers joining CorpoCar and the VTRP, well told. Including a certain Rhubarb and Custard. And a Kiri Kilovolt. But will they make the grid for this first race? Let's see. Oof. Kiri Kilovolt just misses out in the cut in the opening race. Bonnie also missed on the cut. Ah, man, a lot of names missing out on the cut in the opening round. Well, Maves in World for VNU. So I gotta abide by the grid. So no matter how bad things are. Cicino Caterina of VNU, the Triple A club, will start off at pole. Followed by the aforementioned Rhubarb. Go to our Poseidon and Sarah. Chinan, that is. Leora, Valkyria, and Estella Starfall are in. And we have Koma, Mita, and Minya. And Yanagi, Tomomi Taraya, Kumanoi Miel. Spectra Libitina, Pippa Pebblesworth. As in, not Pipkin Pippa. And Miyuna Usako are in. Ariel Yuriko, Alicia Da Lontano, and Roa Arctos are next. Ari's Chio Trumpy and Penelope Wiseman. Taring Hu, Plane Hoshikuzu, and Echo Line. Mukuro Orino, Apollo, and DK Graves. Mivi, Lottie, and Reina Ronronea. Azusa, Honami, Daya Fortuna, and Kamiko Renona. And finally, Scarlet Flameheart, Nano Kozuya, and Furry Ferntail. As I've stated, a lot of new names on the grid. Alright. All set to go here. First round of CorpoCar's East Series. Taking a look at Autopolis. Let's have fun here. Here come the red lights, soon they'll turn green. Standing start, who will have the advantage here early on? East Series is green here at Autopolis. A good start by Ticino, followed by RN Custard, as it says here. And Poseidon, yes, with those HQ members are all in. Cars going around fighting for position. A good start by Plan A, and she's supposed to be one of the drivers in the splash screen for West and East. Yikes. Someone's having an issue, that's Echo. Long first lap with its many turns. Ticino, Rhubarb, Poseidon, your top three. I didn't mean to shift camera. Well, one of the new comers tried to get used to going in and out of pit lane. And just the two drivers in pit lane, Mukuro and Echo. There seems to be a significant gap between 10th and 11. Like 4 seconds. Separating Spectra from the next car ahead and Minia Scott. Yes! Beaver Reverie is still in CorpoCar, oddly enough. And you know what's even more amazing? Nova Alchemy, the lone original B Reverie member, is in Worlds. So you won't see her this month or next month, but you'll see her in December. Anyway, Poseidon second, Kana Yanagi up to third, as Rhubarb drops a couple spots. Kana Yanagi with an interesting blue picnic blankets layout. Very nice color scheme. Well, let's have a look at this bit of grid. See how almost everyone is doing. By the by, the Globey members, it's just the female members of the group. There are male members, but the roster is too big already for CorpoCar Season 6. 111 if you don't count the male members. Well, Makuro is a goner, so... Renona's struggling. Welcome to CorpoCar, I guess. It's not going to be an easy championship trail. Liara Valkyria trying to pass by Rhubarb. Nothing doing here. Pretty good start to the race for Tsuchino. I'm gonna start a poll. B&U already having a handful of drivers in Worlds. Yurikago Kokone, East Series winner Amoria from Season 5. Winner of Season 5's East Series, that is. Suri Solari and the adorable aforementioned Maeve Kakakiri, the 4 V&U members that are directly in Worlds this season. Already mentioned Idle Corp having a nice racing pedigree in West, now that Face Connect is split away from CorpoCar and into their own racing series. Meanwhile, on the east side of things, with Prism Projects not there anymore, expect B&U to have the most advanced amount of racing pedigree in East. Even though this is only the agency's second season in this racing league. Here's some of the fine liveries of some of the drivers here. Just so you can recognize what they are. Nice color scheme for Ariel Yuriko. It says Pippa. It says P Pebbles Wart. P Pebbles Wart. Luckily, the full name is on the bottom. So, hey, there's 7 minutes left, and Tsuchino is still leading. Gasp! Shock! Ah! Poseidon is second for Mythos. And Kaneyanagi is doing fine. In third for Pixelink. Pixelink competing in East this time. Last year they competed in West. Last year I meant half a year ago. In the 5th season. Alicia Lontano having to pit. Not looking too good for her. And she drops down to 33rd. Meanwhile, there's a gulf developing between 3rd and 4th. We're way behind the next driver up in Kana. Mita meeting the pit crew again. Quite a few cars, one lap down. To showcase some more interesting, colorful liveries. Kind of like the nice color scheme of Meebies, especially. Goes well with her channel logo. Reina Rononea of Bobby going for the ombre look. No channel logo for her, though. Nor does Apollo for Mythos, going for the simple two-tone look. Four and a half minutes left here in round 1 of 10 of East. So far, we've had just one casualty in Luca Orarino. What you call a baptism by fire in VTuber racing action. First go ahead and race it on this channel. After this race, we're going to be racing at Zama Circuit, which is a fantasy circuit in Japan. So that's 8 laps done and dusted. Expect maybe a couple more here. Big track, not much in the way of close action, though. Everyone just remaining where they are. Everyone with their talent files making for safer racing, although as it has been proven in the Phoenix race, not completely infallible. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention another different rule change. Black tire, black wall tires, the default tire for this season. Last season it was the red wall tire for the road and street races. For consistency purposes, we're using the default black wall tire for all races this CorpoCar season. In all races. West Eastern World. Minute 40 left here. Still Race is still dominated by Tsuchino, but Poseidon and Kana Yanagi are both trying to catch up to the VNU member. Minute left, so we are going to have one more lap after this. Grid more or less unchanged as Tsuchino meets the white flag with 34 seconds left. Poseidon trying to get closer and closer now. Poseidon spins and drops to third. Let's look at the replay. That's a mistake right there, trying to catch up to Tsuchino, so there goes hopes of her winning. But there's still good hopes of her getting a podium. That spin up behind Tsuchino is good news for her. Coming down to the last few turns. Soon to meet the grandstands. Leading all throughout the race from pole to finish line. Grandstands in view onto the finish line. Tsuchino Katarina wins the opening round of the Season 6 East Series here at Autopolis. Very good dominant performance to open up the season for this VNU member. Kana Yanagi will take home second, and Poseidon gets a consolation third. So Mythos get their first podium. Wheeler already with a couple of third place finishes in West. Now Mythos has a podium driver. Waiting for Chio Chompy to finish. I mean, I don't have all night. I don't want to miss the start of Koyori's stream in a little over half an hour. So I've got one more race left to worry about as we bring in the points. Fourth for Rhubarb. I'm having trouble spelling the names, typing down the names on my keyboard. Alright, let's look at the points. Make sure my numbers lock key is enabled. All 36 names are in. Good. And make that 101 points for Cicino. Very good start by the AAA Club member. If I'm a bit quiet, it's the evening. Just had a long day at work. Just tired. I should be more into the action when we get to Sunday morning, continuing on with the VGTC. Anyway. Let's move on. Last race for tonight, that will take place at a fictional track, Zama Circuit, 3.375 kilometer, 2.1 mile, somewhere located in Kanagawa, Japan. If we go there, then we're just basically going in a circle, except clockwise. So instead, I'm going to use this interesting chicane design. Load. Sorry. Here we are, Fantasy Circuit, to wrap up the first night of CorpoCar action. And we're going to set the grid. Well, Rhubarb misses out in the cut for this race. And Kamiko Winona will remain pointless after tonight. So's Alicia, I'm sorry to report. And we have previous race winners curse for Cicino, so... And Hades just misses out in the cut. Colotho of Mythos will strap a pole. Followed by Chio Chumpy, Scarlet Flameheart, and Serenity Cosmica. Ariel Yuriko and Taring Hu. Tsukasa Ryogoku, Lumi Yukime, and Mukuro Orino. Don't confuse her with other VTubers named Lumi. Nano, Roa, and Mizma. Pippa, Dia, and DK. Tomomi, Plane, and Echo. Kumanui Miel, Reina Rononea, and Zeli Zuimu. Zeus, Minia Scott, and Penelope Wiseman. Azusa, Honami, Bonnie Barkswell, and Aries. Leora Kiri Kilovolt shows up, finally. And we also have Reki Kazuki. Arisu, Oshiro, Spectre, Libitina, and Poseidon. And finally, Lati, Shinju, Apollo, and Mibi Ibori. We're all set to go here. Fantasy Circuit action at Zama Circuit, somewhere in, I forgot where in Japan. But we're set to begin. Alright. No time for dilly-dallying, we gotta get into the action. Clotho at pole. As we wait for the red lights to turn green, and here we go. Round 2 of these series is underway. With broken textures, sorry that it looks white on the outside the track. It's supposed to be green grass, but it looks like the track is covered in snow. Which is ridiculous because it's gonna be fall officially on Sunday. Well, there are patches of green grass, but still. I don't know how to fix this texture issue. You'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Let's start by Scarlet Flameheart. Clotho, a slow start down to 7th. And here are the other members of the Peanut Gallery. Noticed a lot of sponsors on Kiri's car. And a whole bunch of them as someone spins! Leora is facing the wrong way. Oh, a big hit involving Azusa Honami and Lottie Shinju. Oh, poor Lottie. You shouldn't mistreat her like that. Sorry, excuse me. One lap through Scarlet Flameheart, Chio Chumpy, Tsukasa, Ryogoku. The top 3. Anyway, checking on other drivers. Interesting, colorful scheme for Nano. Any other drivers whom we haven't featured that have interesting, colorful looking layouts? I don't know, most of them seem to have just the simple designs. There's the Boney Barkswell. The aforementioned Baptism by Fire. Getting herself some proper CorpoCar racing experience. As she passes her fellow Goldie member in the what's supposed to be the race car driver of the agency, if not all of VTubing. 28th, 27th. I mean, all liveries, all drivers are supposed to have the same stats in the talent files, the rFactor talent files. Yeah, more or less. Otherwise, Otherwise, we may have ourselves a bit of monotony. I like a bit of action. I like a bit of parody. Anyway, 11 minutes left. As I'm running out of things to talk about. Oh yeah. I can't, no matter how many attempts I make, I just can't set my TV antenna to get the CW, which is now showing NASCAR Xfinity Series races. Yeah. Tried many a different position, many a different angle and stuff. No matter what I do, I just can't get that channel. And there's and it's playoffs already, almost the playoffs for the Xfinity Series. There's supposed to be the Bristol race going on right now. Instead of college football on TV, and Nebraska is leading Illinois 17-10 with just a few seconds left in the first half. And Illinois will be taking a knee to bring the game into half. All right, CorpoCar action. Not much seems to be happening. I mean, it's only the middle of the race. Everyone's just getting used to how this track is raced. Oh, Leora. Come now. You've already struggled early on here in this race. Why you gotta struggle again? Little under 9 minutes to go. We're through 5 laps already. Scarlet, Chio, Trumpy, and Tsukasa. As we seem to have a bit of action involving some of the CorpoCar newcomers. As well as a driver who I believe has already scored a win in East last season. That white snowy layout can tend to be a bit distracting. I still don't know how to fix the issue. Somehow all 36 cars are still in. Unfortunately, Bonnie is a lap down. Multi trying to catch up here. I mean, she's in the points, but she could certainly do better than where she is right now as Poseidon passes by Multi. Action luckily seems to be holding up. Leash Ariel is all by herself here. No one immediately ahead of her, no one immediately behind her. Everyone just trying to drive clean as Reina has herself a bit of a blooper. What happened here? Just got pushed by someone. I think that was Minya Scott who pushed Reina out of the way. Indeed, that was Minya. 5.5 minutes left here as Scarlet continues to dominate here at this fantasy circuit. Gap 1 second between Scarlet and Chio. A little over 2 seconds between Chio and Tsukasa. Interesting gaps between each of the first few drivers. Certainly closer after that. Bolster for this race, doing pretty good. Still in the top 10. Trying to get to the finer details of this shortish but technical looking track. Knit 1 Pearl 2 for this Mythos driver. Meanwhile, we're coming down to the last 4 minutes. 9 laps through. Still can't seem to find anything out of the ordinary in the upper right-hand corner radar. Seems like a routine Mario Kart race without the battle items. Racing still a bit too safe here. Oh, here's a good song in the background. I mean, I could be silent for the rest of the race while this song plays in the background, but of course there's the risk of you know, DMCA issues. So I gotta speak about the action like every 15 seconds or so, of which there doesn't seem to be much, although we have completed 10 already. Under 2 minutes left. Very interesting Eurobeat remix of that Iris song. Just about enough time for like one more lap after this. On the current pace that Scarlett and company are driving, I doubt Chio will vie for the lead anytime soon. On the outside of the track now. White flag is going to come up now. 1 to go. Few seconds left in the time limit. So it's going to be 13 laps in total for this race. Still the same old top 2 or something. I don't know where Tsukasa Ryogoku came from. Was she in this position the whole entire time? Hell if I know. But all I do know is that Scarlet Flameheart has been dominating throughout this race. Not much of this race. Basically couldn't be answered by Chio. B Reverie trying to prove to the world that they're still relevant here in September 2024, goddammit. Many of the original members gone away, but we have new members, and one of them is about to reach the finish line here and get the big victory. Scarlet Flameheart wins at Zama. Chio does take home second, and Tsukasa gets P3. But it's the W for Scarlet. For V-Rev. And waiting for the others to finish here. And just great, Kiri Killable is going to finish outside of the points. Well, so much for that. Alright, so let's look at the points and then wrap up very soon, because Koryori's going to come up at the top of the hour. And the rest of the names. Liara just couldn't give a damn. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lottie 36th. Alright, lock in the points, I guess. And then we are going to wrap up and talk about our next stream, which is going to be on Sunday morning with the VGTC. And pull for Clotho, so bonus point for her. All right, so Suchino currently leads the point standings with her 101 points. Scarlet Flameheart is second with her 100 even. And Chio Chumpy is third with 76. Kanayanagi, who didn't qualify for Zama, is fourth, 1 point behind Chio at 75, and Poseidon, wherever she is. There you are. Smith was 72, and there's still a few names that just score points. Including, I'm sorry to report, Kiri Kilovolts. So, bit of an unlucky start for Kiri Kilovolts in CorpoCar East. Maybe she might have better luck as we get into the action on Sunday morning with the VGTC. Round 4 will be taking place at Fuji. The Fuji Speedway, that is. And round 5 will be taking place at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal as we continue the Pacific portion of the VGTC calendar. Anyway, no stream tomorrow because I've got stuff all day to worry about. Luckily, Hall of Fights has made a wise decision to stream that day when I'm too busy to do anything. So there's something for you to look forward to. And CorpoCar will continue next Friday night on the 27th, and then again on the 28th, and then the 29th we have more VGTC action. And then more CorpoCar on October 4th, and then October 5th, I'm too busy that day. October 6th, I believe, is more VGTC action. And then we can wrap up CorpoCar East and West on Friday night, October 11th. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight. So we're gonna go back into the splash screen. Loud music. So interesting company start to the new CorpoCar season, as we got to say hello to a bunch of brand new names and say hello to a few popular old names. Anyway, I'm gonna go get dinner and then get comfy, relax rest of the day, rest of the night with Priori. And then I want to say thank you for watching, and then hope to see you on Sunday morning, the continuation of the VGTC action at Fuji and Montreal. Alright. Have a great rest of the evening and have a great Saturday, and we'll see you for more action in the VTRP. Alright, take care everyone. See you again real soon. Bye for now. Autodag.